Okay, well, I've always watched local football for many, many years. A lot of the local teams. Used to watch Carlton, used to watch Gedling Town. Never really settled on a team that was mine. An old guy I used to know, a friend of the club, an old guy called Derek Smith, said Carlton's the place to go, good standard of football. And when I came, I saw it, agreed with everything he said, great standard of football, and I've been coming ever since. Well, that's an easy one. A few years ago, Senior Cup final, played Baseford at Meadow Lane. Great night, 2018, around that sort of time. Baseford were in the Division higher at the time, were the favourites, and Carlton smashed them. Danny Elliott scored a screamer of a goal. Aaron Houghton that night was playing and absolutely mullered them. It was a beautiful night, and to make it even more memorable, as I'm driving home, my head's just buzzing. I got a speeding ticket on the Collet Loop Road driving home. Great memory. Okay, as a kid I was born in the Meadows, brought up in the Meadows, and I used to, as a young lad, we used to walk up to the top of the Meadows, and we could obviously see the county ground and the forest ground. We sometimes used to nip in at half time and catch a bit of a game. But what I did remember was walking to the top of the Meadows through all the terraced houses, and especially to Notts County at the end, when it was full of terraced houses there, to see the floodlights on a night match was just, it was magical at the time for a kid who was 8 or 9 years old. Great time. Okay, well, I didn't know what you were going to ask, so Forest my team. I can pick a Forest one and a Carlton one. Forest obviously went in the glory days, went to lots of Wembley Cup finals, but great games in those days. I remember Leeds away when we won in the League Cup semi-final, and also Arsenal away when Brian Rice memorably scored. My favourite Carlton away game, although I haven't been to many, and the ones I've been to mainly, they've lost. But I do remember a few years ago going to this was Baseford, and I think it was a senior semi-final. We played away. Baseford had just started to get the money, and I do remember Lee Hendry was playing for them, and they were a bit higher than us. And once again, I'm sure we went down early, but we ended up coming back to beat them 3-2. That was a great night. Okay, well, what's not to like about it? Yes, it's completely different, obviously, to watching Premier League and the rest of it. Much cheaper, great crowd of people that you come and watch. Once you get in with a crowd down there, you'll have a great time. You can stand at the side of the field with a beer in your hand, watching a good standard of football. What's not to like?